al pueblo de Nicaragua,
Greetings to the people
quien ha
of
sido
Nicaragua,
protagonista
who has
de
been the
este proceso
protagonists of this electoral process,
proceso histórico
a
para
historical
nuestro
process
país.
for our country.
Voy a dar lectura
I will
a los resultados
I will read the results
presidenciales
of the presidential
con un
elections.
97.74%
With 97.74%
de las actas computadas hasta el momento,
of votes counted,
con lo que confirmamos una participación
which we
ciudadana
confirm
del
a turnout of
65.23%.
65.23%.
Consolidado de resultados.
The final result,
Presidente,
President and Vice President,
por departamento.
by department,
Departamento de Huaco.
Department of Waco,
Juntas totales 400. Juntas escrutadas
total 400,
397,
counted vote 397, for a 99.5%,
Juntas pendientes 3,
pending
para
votes
un
3, for a
0.75%.
0.75%.
Votos totales
Total of votes
78.872.
78,872.
Votos válidos
Valid votes
75.414.
75,414.
Votos nulos
Annulled votes
3.458.
3,458.
PLC 9.742
PLC
votos para un
more than 9,000 votes
12.92%.
for a 12%.
Alianza Frente Sandinista 58.835
The FSLN
votos para un
78% of the votes.
Camino Cristiano 2.246
Christian Way
votos
more than
para un
2,000 votes
3.03%.
3 point
ALN
more than 3% of votes.
2.14 votos para un
ALN more than 2,000 votes
1.80%.
1.80% of votes.
1.326
APRE
votos para un
more than 1,000 votes
1.76%.
1.76% of the votes.
1.111
PLI
votos para un
more than 1,000 votes
1.47%.
1.47% of the votes.
Departamento de Carazo.
Carazo Department
Juntas totales 441. Juntas escrutadas
more than 400 polling stations,
437 para un 99.09%.
437 of the polling
Juntas
stations
pendientes,
consulted,
4
pending
para un
polling to be consulted 4.
0.91%. Votos totales 104.993.
More than 140,000 votes.
97.737.
More than 900,000 votes have been valid,
7.256.
and over 7,000 votes were annulled.
13.287 votos.
The PLC more than 13,000 votes,
59%.
13.59% of the votes.
Alianza Frente Sandinista
Sandinista National Liberation Front
843 votos para un 76.58%.
over 35,000 votes.
Camino Cristiano
Christian Way
179 votos para un
over 3,000 votes,
3.25%.
3.25%.
3.205
ALN
votos para un
over 3,000 votes,
28%. APRE
over 3% of the votes.
1.603 votos para un
IPRE
1.64%.
over 1,000 votes,
1.600
1% of the votes.
para un 1.66%.
PLI also over 1,000 votes.
Departamento de Chinandega.
Chinandega Department
Juntas totales 963. Juntas escrutadas 956 para un
963
99.27%.
electoral polls,
Juntas pendientes
pending
para
7
un
to be counted,
0.73%.
only 0.73%.
Votos totales
A total of
215.315.
215,000 votes.
Votos válidos
Valid votes
206.348.
206,000 votes.
Nulos 8.957.
Votes annulled over 8,000 votes. PLC over 26,000 votes for a 12.78%.
Alianza Frente Sandinista
The Sandinista National Liberation Front
7.99
over 170,000 votes for a 78.07%.
Camino Cristiano
Christian Way over 6,000 votes for a 3.05%. ALN over 6,000 votes for over 2% of the votes. APRE, PLI over 3,000 votes, 1.2% of the votes.
Departamento de Chontales.
Chontales Department,
Juntas totales 833.
833 electoral boards.
Para un 99.52%.
99.52% have been consulted. Only 4 pending.
Votos totales
A total of
154.044.
174,000 votes.
147.200. Votos nulos 6.844.
140,000 votes were valid.
PLC 21.190
PLC
votos. Para un
over 21,000 votes,
14%.
over 14% of the votes. Sandinista National Liberation Front,
368 votos.
over 100,000 votes, 75% of the votes. Christian Way,
4.735
over 4,000 votes,
un 3.22%.
for a 3.22% of the votes. LNN, over 44,000 votes, 3.09%. APRE, more than 2,000 votes. PLI, over 2,500 votes.
Departamento de Estelí.
Department of Tele,
Juntas totales 547. Juntas
547 electoral boards,
46 para un 99.82%.
99.82% have been consulted. Only 1 is pending.
0.18%. Votos totales 117.958.
Over 117,000 votes were counted. 112,000 votes were valid,
5.273.
and 5,000 were annulled. PLC, 15,000 votes, for a 13.43%. Sandinista National Liberation Front, 76.87% of the votes. Christian Way, over 3,000 votes, for a 3.23%. ALN, over 3,000 votes, for a 3.04%. APRE, 2,000 votes. PLI, over 1,800 votes.
Departamento de Granada.
In Granada Department,
Juntas totales 435.
435 electoral boards,
434 para un 99.77%.
99 over 99% were consulted. Only 1 is pending.
0.23%. Votos totales 98.491.
More than 98,000 votes.
92.849.
Of these, 92,000 were valid, and over 5,000 were annulled. PLC, over 12,000 votes,
Para un 13.78%.
for a 13.78%.
Alianza Frente Sandinista.
Sandinista National Liberation Front,
914. Para un
over 70,000 votes.
Camino Cristiano.
Christian Way,
3.120 votos.
more than 3,000 votes.
3.36%. ALN.
ALN,
2.953 para un
over
3.18%.
2,900 votes.
APRE.
APRE,
1.462 votos para un
1,400 votes.
PLI.
PLI,
1.602 votos para un
1,600 votes.
Departamento de Jinotega.
Department of Jinotega,
Totales
a total of 828 electoral boards,
771 para un 93.12%.
93.12% were counted.
Para un
57 are still pending.
0.88%. Votos totales 153.129.
Over
Votos
153,000 votes.
válidos 146.000.
146,000 votes were valid, and over 6,000 were annulled.
PLC
PLC,
19.379
more than
votos
19
para un
votes for a 13.23%.
Alianza Frente
Sandinista National Liberation Front,
113.779
over
para
113,000
un
votes for a
77.65%.
77% of the votes.
Camino Cristiano,
Christian Way,
4.340 votos para
over
un
4,000 votes,
2.96%.
2.96%.
ALN,
ALN,
4.490
over
votos
4,000
para
votes,
un 2.93%.
for a 2.93%.
2.355
APRE,
votos para un
over 2,000 votes, for
1.74%.
1.74%.
2.487
Plea,
votos para un
more than 2,000 votes.
1.70%. Departamento de León.
Leon Department,
Totales
a total
962.
of
Juntas
962 electoral boards.
968
968 were counted,
99.59%. Juntas pendientes 4.
4 are
para
still
un
pending.
0.41%. Votos totales
A total of
209.636.
200
Votos válidos
209,000 votes.
538. Votos nulos 10.098. PLC 25.375
PLC, over 25,000
para
votes,
un
for a
12.72%.
12.72%.
Alianza Frente Sandinista
Sandinista National Liberation Front,
156.086
over
para un
150,000 votes, for a
78.22%.
78.22%.
Camino Cristiano
Christian Way,
6.249
over 6,000 votes, for a
13.13%.
13% of the votes. ALN,
5.761 votos para un 2.89%.
2.89% of the votes. APRE,
3.058 votos
over
para un
3,000 votes, for a
1.53%.
1.53% of the votes.
3.011
PLI,
votos
over
para un
3,000 votes,
1.51%. Departamento de Madrid.
Madrid
Juntas
Department,
totales, 350.
a total of 350 electoral boards,
346
346 were counted,
98.86%. Juntas pendientes 4.
only 4 are
para un
pending.
1.14%. Votos totales
A total of
73.451.
73,000 votes.
Válidos 70.168. Votos nulos
Over 70,000 are valid,
3.383.
and 3,000 were annulled.
PLC,
PLC,
9.397 votos para
over
un
9,000 votes,
13.39%.
13%.
Alianza Frente Sandinista,
Sandinista National Liberation Front,
56.616 votos
over
para un
50,000%, 50,000 votes,
76.40%.
sorry.
Camino Cristiano, 2.264
Christian Way,
para un
over 2,000 votes.
3.23%. ALN,
ALN,
2.361
over
votos
2,000
para
votes,
un
for a
3.22%.
3.22%.
APRE,
APRE, over 1,000 votes, for a
2.07%.
2.07%. PLI, over 1,000 votes, for a 1.70% of the votes.
Departamento de Managua.
Managua Department,
Juntas totales
a total of
3.235.
3,235 electoral boards.
3.216 para un 99.41%.
99.41% were counted, and only 19 electoral boards are pending.
0.59%. Votos totales 796.100.
Nearly 800,000 votes.
752.848. Votos nulos 43.200.
Over 43,000 votes were annulled.
PLC,
PLC,
116.383 votos para
116,000 votes,
16%. Alianza
15
Frente
point,
Sandinista,
over 15% of the votes.
552.750
Sandinista National Liberation Front,
votos
over
para un
500,000 of the votes, 73% of the votes.
73.42%. Camino Cristiano,
Christian Way,
17.810 votos para un 3.69%.
3.79% of the votes.
ALN, 26.000.
ALN, over 26,000 votes,
para un 3.23%.
for a 3.50% of the votes. APRE, over 15,000 votes, for a 2.07% of the votes. PLI, over 13,000 votes, for a 1.85% of the votes.
Departamento de Masaya.
Masaya Department,
Totales 717.
a total of 717 electoral boards.
Para un 100%.
All of the electoral boards were counted.
Votos totales 179.920.
Nearly 180,000 votes.
168.105. Votos nulos 11.816.
Over 11,000 votes were annulled.
25.253 votos.
PLC,
15.02%.
15.02% of the votes. Sandinista National Liberation Front, over 125,000 votes,
Para un
for a 74% of the votes.
Camino Cristiano,
Christian Way,
5.929
more than 5,000 votes,
para un 3.53%.
3.53% of the
ALN,
ALN,
640 votos para
over
un
5,000 votes,
3.36%.
3.36%.
APRE,
APRE,
747 votos para un
more than 2,000 votes.
3%. PLI, 3.101 votos para
PLE,
un 1.84%.
over 3,000 votes.
Departamento de Matagalpa.
Matagalpa Department,
1.314.
1,000, over 1,000 electoral boards.
Para un 99.62%.
99%
Juntas pendientes
of the electoral boards have been counted.
0.38%. Votos totales 262.200.
Over 260,000 votes.
249.393. Votos nulos 12.857.
12,000 votes were annulled. PLC, 25,000 votes,
votos para un 14.34%.
for a 14% of the votes. Sandinista National Liberation Front,
873 votos para un 75%.
nearly 190,000 votes.
Camino Cristiano,
Christian Way,
420
8,000 votes.
votos para un 3.38%. ALN,
ALN,
7.810 votos
7,000
para
votes.
un 3.13%. APRE,
APRE,
4.259 votos
over
para
4,000 votes.
1.71%. PLI,
PLI,
4.269 votos para un
over 4,000 votes.
1.71%. Departamento de Nueva Segovia.
Nueva Segovia Department,
Totales 538. Juntas ejecutadas
538
529 para un
electoral boards,
98.33%.
and 98% were counted.
Juntas pendientes 9 para un
Only 9 are pending.
1.67%. Votos totales 108.400.
108,000 votes,
Votos válidos
totally.
102.827.
102,000 votes were valid,
Votos nulos 5.600.
and over 5,000 were annulled.
PLC,
PLC,
14.770
over 14,000
para
votes,
un 14.36%.
14% of the votes.
Alianza Frente Sandinista,
Sandinista National Liberation Front,
335 votos para un 75.21%.
75.21% of the votes. Christian Way, over 3,000 votes.
Para un 3.40%. ALN,
ALN,
416 votos
over 3,000
para un
votes,
3.32%.
3.32%.
APRE,
APRE,
2028 votos para un
over 2,000 votes, 1.97%. PLI,
1.780 votos para un 1.73%.
nearly 1,800 votes.
Región Autónoma del Caribe Norte.
Autonomous region of of the Caribbean,
Juntas ejecutadas 676 para un 88.37%.
88.37% of the electoral
Juntas
votes have been counted.
pendientes 89 para un 11.63%. Votos totales 94.534.
Over 94,000 votes.
Votos válidos 82.418.
82,000 votes were valid,
12.116.
and over 12,000 were annulled. PLC, over 7 thousand votes, 9.62%. Sandinista National Liberation Front, over 71,000 votes, 86.70%. Christian Way, 888 votes, 1.08%. ALN, over 900 votes. APRE, over 400 votes. PLI, over 700 votes.
Región Autónoma del Caribe Sur.
Autonomous Region of South Caribbean,
Juntas ejecutadas 342 para un 82.81%.
82.81% of the electoral votes have been counted.
Para un 17.19%. Votos totales 60.251.
Over 60,000 votes.
303. Votos nulos 4.000.
Over 4,000 were annulled. PLC, more than 9,000 votes, over 17% of the votes. Sandinista National Liberation Front, 39,000 votes, 72.27%. Christian Way, over 1,000 votes, for a 3.20% of the votes. ALN, over 1,000 votes, 3.16% of the votes. APRE, over 1,000 votes. PLI, 975 votes.
Departamento de Río San Juan.
Rio San Juan Department, 275 electoral votes. 249 were counted.
Juntas pendientes 26 para un
26 are still pending.
9.25%. Votos totales 54.109.
Over 54,000 votes.
52.668.
Over 52,000 were valid and over 1,000 were annulled. PLC,
7.839 votos.
over 7,800 votes, 13.88%. Sandinista National Liberation Front, 74 point, over 74% of the votes. Christian Way, 3.60% of the votes. ALN, 3.52% of the votes. APRE, 1.97% of the votes. PLI, 1.77% of the votes. Riva Department, 473 electoral votes, all of which have been counted. A total of 99,000 votes. Over 92,000 were valid and over 6,000 were annulled. PLC, over 12,000 votes for over 13% of the votes. Sandinista National Liberation Front, more than 71,000 votes, 76.89% of the votes. Christian Way, nearly 3,000 votes for a 3.23%. ALN, over 2,800 votes, 3.12% of the votes. APRE, 1,600 votes for a 1.77%. PLI, 1,500 votes for a 1.66% of the votes. I will now read the provisional results of presidential elections and vice president with a 97.74% of the country. more than 13,000 electoral boards.
13,155 para un 97.74%.
97.64% have been counted,
304
and there are 304 electoral boards still pending.
2.26%. Voto totales, 2.860.559.
Over
Voto
2.8 million votes.
2.704.705.
Of these,
Votos
2.7 billion were valid,
155.854.
and over 150,000 were annulled.
382.739
PLC earned 382,000 votes, 14.15% of the votes. Sandinista National Liberation Front, 2.1 million votes, 75, over 75% of the votes. Christian Way, nearly 90,000 votes, for a 3.30% of the votes. ALN, over 85,000 votes, for a 3.15%. APRE, over 48,000 votes, for a 1.78% of the votes. PLI, over 45,000 votes, for a 1.70% of the votes, with a turnout of 65.23%. Now we'll read with 93.70% of counted votes for the election of deputies for regions and departments, and lawmakers for the Central American Parliament. I say again, with a turnout of 65.23%. I will read the distribution of seats according to the electoral result. National Parliament makers, total of seats 20. PLC 2. Sandinista National Liberation Front 15. Christian Way 0. ALN 1. APRE 1. PLI 1. Now also give a preliminary results of the seats by departments and regions. Department of Nueva Segovia. A total of 2 seats, PLC 0, FSLN 2, Christian Way 0, APRE 0, PLI 0. Madrid Department, a total of 2 seats, PLC 0, Sandinista National Liberation Front 2, Christian Way 0, ALN 0, APRE 0, PLI 0. Tele Department, a total of 3 seats, PLC 0, Sandinista National Liberation Front 3, Christian Way 0, ALN 0, APRE 0, PLI 0. Chinandega Department, total of seats 6, PLC 1, Sandinista National Liberation Front 5, Christian Way 0, ALN 0, APRE 0, PLI 0. Leon Department, a total of 6 seats, PLC 1, Sandinista National Liberation Front 5, Christian Way 0, ALN 0, APRE 0, PLI 0. Department of Managua, a total of 19 seats, PLC 2, Sandinista National Liberation Front 15, Christian Way 1, ALN 1, APRE 0, PLI 0.
Departamento de Masaya.
Department of Masaya,
4.
a total of 4 seats.
PLC 0. Alianza
PLC 0,
Sandinista,
Sandinista
4.
National Liberation Front
Camino
4,
Cristiano 0.
Christian Way 0,
ALN
ALN 0,
APRE 0.
APRE 0,
0.
PLI 0.
Departamento de Carazo.
Department of
Total de
Carazo,
escaños, 3.
a total of 3
PLC
seats.
0.
PLC
Alianza
0,
Frente
Sandinista National
Sandinista,
Liberation
3.
Front 3,
Camino Cristiano
Christian
0.
Way 0,
ALN
ALN 0,
APRE 0.
APRE 0,
0.
PLI 0.
Departamento de Granada. Total
Granada
de
Department,
escaños, 3.
a total of 3 seats.
0.
PLC 0,
Alianza Frente
Sandinista National Liberation
3.
Front 3,
Camino Cristiano
Christian
0.
Way 0,
ALN
ALN 0,
APRE
APRE 0, PLI 0.
Departamento de Riva. Total de escaños,
Department of
2.
Riva,
PLC
a total of 2
0.
seats.
Alianza
PLC
Frente
0, Sandinista National
2.
Liberation Front 2,
Camino Cristiano 0.
Christian Way 0,
ALN
ALN 0,
APRE 0.
APRE 0,
0.
and PLI 0.
Departamento de Chontales.
Chontales Department,
Total de escaños,
a total
3.
of 3
PLC
seats.
1.
PLC 1, Sandinista National Liberation Front 2,
Camino Cristiano 0.
Christian Way 0,
ALN 0.
ALN 0,
APRE 0.
APRE 0,
0.
PLI 0.
Departamento de Huaco.
Huaco
Total de
Department,
escaños, 2.
a total of 2 seats.
PLC 0.
PLC 0,
Alianza Frente
Sandinista National
2.
Liberation Front
Camino
2,
Cristiano
Christian
0.
Way 0,
ALN
ALN 0,
APRE 0.
APRE 0,
0.
PLI 0.
Departamento de Matagalpa. Total
Matagalpa
de escaños,
Department,
6.
a total of 6
PLC
seats.
1.
PLC 1,
Frente Sandinista
Sandinista
0.
National Liberation
Camino
Front
Cristiano
5,
0.
Christian Way 0,
ALN
ALN 0,
APRE 0.
APRE 0,
0.
and PLI 0.
Departamento de Jinotega.
Jinotega Department,
Escaños, 3.
a total of 3 seats. PLC 0, Sandinista National Liberation Front 3, Christian Way 0, ALN 0, APRE 0, PLI 0.
Región Autónoma de la
Autonomous
Costa Caribe
Region
Norte. Total de
of
escaños,
North
3.
Caribbean,
PLC 0. Alianza Frente Sandinista 2.
3 seats. PLC 0, Sandinista National Liberation 2,
ALN 0.
Christian Way 0, Yatama 1,
0.
PLI 0.
Región Autónoma de la Costa Caribe Sur. Total de
Autonomous Region
escaños,
of the
2.
South,
PLC
a total of 2 seats. PLC 1,
SLN 1.
Sandinista National Liberation Front 1, Christian Way 0, Yatama 0, ALN 0, PLI 0.
Departamento de Río San Juan.
Department of Rio San Juan, a total of 1 seat. PLC 0, Sandinista National Liberation Front 1, Christian Way 0, ALN 0, APRE 0, and PLI 0.
Voy a dar lectura ahora a la distribución
I will now read
provisional de escaños
the
de acuerdo a
preliminary
los
results
resultados relacionados
of
a la
seats
elección de diputados
in
y
accordance of
diputadas del
deputies
Parlamento
for the Parliament of the Central American Parliament,
siempre con el 93.60%
with 93%
de las actas
of
computadas
voted
hasta ahora.
of votes counted.
Diputado al Parlacén. Total de escaños 20.
A total of 20 seats.
PLC 2.
PLC 2,
Frente Sandinista
Sandinista
15.
National Liberation Front
Camino
15,
Cristiano 0.
Christian Way 0,
1.
ALN 1,
APRE 1.
APRE 1,
1.
PLI 1.
Queremos decirles que a partir de este momento,
We want to
los
say that from
datos-
this moment on,
estos datos se
all this
encuentran
data
disponibles
are
en
available
nuestra página
in our
web,
website
actualizado en tiempo
and is
real.
updated in real time.
Dios los bendiga.
God bless
Muchas
you all.
gracias.
Thank you very much.
With 97.64% of votes counted, which represents 2.8 million votes, of them 2.7 million were valid in these general elections in Nicaragua for president and vice president. But before, I would like to tell you that the citizens' participation was 65.23% of voters. And for president and vice president, like I said, the Ortega Maria formula got 2.1 million votes, which represents 75.92% of the votes. Stay tuned. Thank you very much.